Hey, good evening. Hope you're doing okay. I hope you didn't die since we last talked. That would be kind of shitty. Hope you're alive and well. I'm gonna be yeah, let's just dive into this. See what happens. Make a mess. Get messy, like Miss Frizzle used to say. I hope you guys can hear me, by the way. Let me know if you can hear me. Uncle Vinny, what's going on, man? Thanks for that comment on my one sappy video earlier this week. I did not see Pacific Rim yet, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have made a video about it. But I will draw a Jaeger for you. I don't know if that's how they pronounce them. I'm kind of pissed that I haven't seen it yet. What the fuck? I type Jaeger into Google and Pacific Rim doesn't come up. All right, Jaeger, big ass bots. All right, I think I can swing this. Oh, what's going on? Anon 27, good to hear you. Good to see you, my friend. All right, so obviously people are going ape shit about Pacific Rim now. Is it a movie that like my 25-year-old self will enjoy as much as my 6-year-old self, or is it one of those things where I'm just gonna know that it's meant for younger audiences? That's what I'm curious about. It's been built up so much at this point that I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a good summer blockbuster. No one's really told me what makes it really awesome. I mean, is it a bunch of big kaiju fights? Is that it? Yeah, I guess that sounds appealing. I really wish I would have watched it blind, like, or at least just straight from knowing nothing but the trailers and the previews, like most people. Because now everything's all built up. That movie's got a huge reputation. Damien, you're on time now. This is for you, by the way. I did this shit, starting this goddamn thing at 8 to appease you. All right, let's do a robot. Okay. Let me just fumble my ass around. See what happens. I was also watching some old footage of Neon Genesis Evangelion, if you all are familiar with that. Looking at some reference images. Robot. You know what? This thing deserves a cannon or something. Yeah, all right. So it is one of those movies that where you just kind of just dive into it and don't ask too many questions. That's cool. You need that every once in a while. Yeah, of course, like I was saying in the Double D's podcast a few weeks ago, you can You can choose to analyze if you really feel like it. If you feel like digging, you're well within your right to do that sort of thing. Anon says, my friend described Pacific Rim as everything that Transformers fails to be, everything that sucks about it, Pacific Rim does right. That's kind of cool. I mean, it seems like it is a big budget production, but not as big as Transformers was. So I guess they maybe had have more leeway with that. Um, I don't know why movies like Transformers have to be shitty. I guess it just seems that in general, the more popular a movie gets, the more likely it is to be campy or I don't know. Sort of alienate smarter audiences or people who are just looking for something different. I guess by definition, if it's a summer blockbuster, if it's something really popular with a lot of funding, they want to appeal to as big an audience as possible and just get the money. I watched I think it was Transformers 3. I watched it like 3 times with different 3 different friends. It was pretty annoying to have to do that. Ugh. Was there a lot of property damage in the movie? That's something that I'm finding I pay a lot of attention to in movies now. Ever since watching Superman. Uh, I find myself wondering, like, who's gonna pay for all this damage? How many civilian casualties are here? What the fuck is going on? And I know it's probably asking too much of the movie, but of a movie. But I don't know. I think it's maybe a fair question. Damien, you've seen Pacific Rim twice? Interesting. Have any of you seen this movie with Mads Mikkelsen called what is it? I think it's called The Hunt. I might be wrong. Let me look it up. Yeah, it's called The Hunt, and it got really good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, and it looks pretty interesting. Also, there's some movie called Fruitvale Station with one of the kids from Cloverfield, the black kid. Uh, I hear that one's pretty good as well. I want to check that out. I think he basically plays some kid that gets murdered or something like that. I don't know. Make his jaw a little bigger, unnaturally large. In terms of apocalyptic things happening, big monsters has always been sort of low on my list of stuff that I think maybe it's so far removed as far as things that could possibly happen that I don't know, that it hasn't really appealed to me that much. So thinking about Pacific Rim earlier this week, I started listening to some. I wanted to feel some nostalgia, so I put on some old Gundam themes of Gundam series that I've watched. 0083 was the only one that I really got into. I didn't watch Wing, even though everyone was watching that when I was in middle school, but I didn't have cable. I didn't have cable for a while, so I think this guy should have a knife. Are you guys Gundam fans? Which ones have you watched? I'm curious. Yeah, Damien, let me know if you watch Fruitvale. Tweet me or something. Let me know how it was. Here in the DC area, I don't think any theaters are playing it this weekend, which is weird because I think we're pretty good about that sort of thing. Fruitvale Station. I like movies with weird names though. Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. Another good movie with a weird name. And it doesn't really describe what the movie is about either. I wonder if there's some correlation between movie titles that are very descriptive and pretty simple and telling of the story, and some correlation between that and the movie quality. I mean, it seems like indie movie producers and writers aren't as concerned with that sort of thing, being transparent and all of that. Pogo, how's it going, man? It's the first time I've seen you in here. I like your comic, by the way. Pogo, if you could I forgot the link to your comic. Where the hell is it? Yeah, just figure out how to post that in here, and then I'll put it in the video description or something. Pogo has a webcomic, you guys. It's about games. Oh, Mr. Avematic. Avematic. Welcome back. Boys in the Hood was an awesome movie. Really sad. I love 90s hood movies, though. I love 90s hood movies. I like Italian gangster movies. Casino. I don't know if a Scarface counts. Casino, Goodfellas, and I guess there's one more that I can't really think of it. Casino and Goodfellas seem to just really go together. The Godfather, of course. But that's not a 90s gangster movie. I don't know. Glengarry Glen Ross. Yeah. That movie is awesome, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, you should really watch that. Yo, all you have to do is watch the first 10 minutes of the movie, and then you're just going to want to watch the rest of it. Glengarry Glen Ross. Anon27, you were into Evangelion and Escaflowne. I can't fucking talk. That was on, I remember that was on Fox 5 for a little while, and I liked the art, but I'd watch it every day after school, but the only problem was, the episodes just weren't in order, or I would just, yeah, I think they would play them in order, but I'd miss an episode or two, and then I would just be really confused. So I didn't really get into that one. A really good mech anime also is Blue Gender. So this Japanese guy wakes up from a coma, and there are just bugs everywhere, killing shit, going crazy, and it's like a post-apocalypse. Tokyo's in ruins, and there's a group of people riding around in these huge-ass, awesome mechs, fighting the aliens. And I think he actually wakes up in some kind of pod, like yeah, they had captured him and put him in a pod, but he ends up becoming a pilot of one of these mechs. But he's you know the typical anime trope where he's like one of the best pilots and everyone's amazed by his skill. But a lot of people die in the show. It's really good. Blue Gender. I tried to get into Seed, but it was too much talking involved. I don't like a lot of talking. I do like talking. I just felt like I didn't care. I guess I just didn't care about the characters. All right, let me put Pogo's comic. Alright, put that in the description. Hopefully that, HTTP. See if that works. Yeah, that's good. Alright, you guys can go check out Pogo's comic. Dr. Telescope, it's been a while, man. Good to see you again. And Jerka96, jerking off. Damien, I'm not gonna watch Pacific Rim at IMAX because it's all the same shit, and I can't really tell the difference. All right, that's a lie. I just don't think it's worth like the $4 or $5 extra. I'm not gonna pay that shit, man. It's terrible. I'm trying to take your money. Plus, last time I went to see an IMAX movie, it was Dark Knight Rises, and the place was packed. So I was sitting if this is the screen, it's basically like, man, this is some crazy geometry shit, me trying to describe this. Oh fuck. Alright. I hope this makes sense. Why did I have to draw it like that? I think you understand. Left side, right. I was right here in the corner. So like this will be easier. Yeah, alright, this is much easier. Here's a little Bane. Bane right there. And I was sitting right here, confused as shit, having to watch from that angle. It was beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. But, bad angle. It's a really stupid reason for me not to want to go to IMAX again, but whatever, I'm just complaining. You know what I'm saying? The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. What is that, an anime or something? One of them animes? Some anime things. Yeah, the 3D, 3D can be, I think, a bit of a gimmick. Once again, I just feel like they're trying to take my money. Just show me the goddamn movie already. I've rarely seen a movie that made me think that the 3D was worth it. I gotta admit, Star Trek was pretty good in 3D. I thought that was cool. But usually I'm not happy with it. Again, it's just a money thing. If that wasn't an issue, then maybe I would go see all of them in 3D or something. Evangelion is one of the weirdest animes I've ever seen. It's beautiful, and animated very well, especially for its time. I mean, it still looks good even if you compare it to stuff that's done now. Shit. But yeah, the story, it makes sense, I'd say 80% of the time, and then it kind of, at some point, it branches off and becomes, I think close to the end, I remember it just not making sense. Especially the ending itself. Pretty crazy. Crazy shit. And it has one of those characters in it who, I guess he's like 15 or something. Stupid, horny Japanese kid who doesn't want to talk to girls, even though that's all he does is think about them, or disappointing his dad. But every time he sees a girl, he gets nosebleeds, and he doesn't want to pilot the mech, even though he has this great opportunity. He's a very hateable main character, and also all the women in the show are just torturing him, and they know that he's a chump and won't act on any of his impulses, so they take advantage of him, and like they'll like sit on his face or something, and then he'll be like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I fucking do? Tenchi Muyo is another one of those animes, if you're familiar with it. Bruce Wayne and Bat-Bat are totally the same. You'd think that someone would figure it out. In the comic book universe, I'm sure there are a bunch of conspiracy people like Alex Jones on the internet who figured out what superhero identities are or whatever. But then there's probably like a superhero team or some sort of some secret organization that works to keep secret identities private, so maybe they just go around hacking the internet or something and deleting all those web pages. I don't know. But what do I know? I look forward to watching R.I.P.D., the Rest in Peace Department movie. Say what you want, but it looks it looks funny, it looks cool. It's got Jeff Bridges. He's cool. He's always good. And Ryan Reynolds, I don't mind him. Is he actually playing Deadpool? Are they gonna make a real Deadpool movie? Because that'll be kind of weird. And what was the movie where he played Deadpool? Was it the first Wolverine? He plays a Deadpool that doesn't talk, or he talks for the beginning until he becomes the silent Deadpool who has everyone's powers. Why would they do that? I don't usually complain about movies that don't follow canon or anything like that, but it just seems like it was a waste. Deadpool as his smart talking self is more interesting than whatever the hell that thing was. I don't know how to describe it. Bashing IMAX. Alex, thanks. What you don't know is that I have no idea what I'm doing. I usually don't draw robots, so yeah. I'm just doing what you guys told me to do. Oh, it'd be so cool if he was like slicing into him. Slicing into that Zergling. This is actually a 2-foot tall robot fighting a Zergling from StarCraft. Oh yeah, and the other arm should be like grabbing this. the creator of Evangelion, said he developed the series solely around his sexual frustration and add all the religious stuff because he thought it was cool. I can see that. Wow. I don't think they would recast Ryan Reynolds as Wally West because he was already in that bad Green Lantern movie, so they would just have to assume that it never happened or just pretend like it never did. Then again, Marvel has done that plenty of times. So, I mean, I guess they're well within their right to do that, and people will just accept it because they don't want to accept Green Lantern anyway. What's Hari Whammy? Yeah, I didn't watch Pacific Rim. So we are talking about it though. All these fine folks who've seen it. I mean, the consensus is like it's a good blockbuster action movie, but you're not gonna get any revelations about life or anything like that unless you're digging for it. It's a cool, fun movie apparently. I'm going out of town this weekend. I'm gonna go to New York, and I hope to. It's really hot here, so I can't do any drawings outside, unfortunately. But I have a new idea for a new type of video I want to do on the show, sort of like a one of those list kind of videos where you say 5 things about blah blah blah, and I want to do some drawings to accompany it. We'll see what happens. See if you guys dig it, or if I dig it. I want to see Elysium. I think Elysium comes out this Friday, so I'll probably be watching that, and I'll definitely do a video on that too. This Friday, the guest is going to be Esteban Winsmore. He's a character from these Second Life videos where this guy basically goes around trolling people and as a really funny character. His channel's blowing up. I'll try and link you guys to it or something. Just type in Esteban Winsmore into YouTube and it'll come up. Oh, Ryan Reynolds was good in Buried, man. Buried was kind of creepy. Strange movie. Alex, you think I'm going to be the next Morgan Freeman? I don't act. How could I mean, I'd love to do some voice acting. If Ashley Birch would hook me up with something like that, that would be awesome. Yeah. That would be fucking amazing if I was in Borderlands 3. Can you imagine? Just think about it. I got some ammo over here. Some ammo. That's my character. I just give you ammo. Only one line. I also want to do a Last of Us video, but I want to have a guest on for that one from the video game industry, and I think I have a lead on it. So we'll see what happens. There might be a guy talking with me about the game. Robot has a dick. Get that off there. Telescope. I'm gonna be in Manhattan with a friend. I'm also gonna hang out with D-Respect, so that's gonna be cool. Seeing him in person, plotting things. A new episode of Double D's should be coming out. I'd say this week. I've been editing it, so I mean, usually D edits it, but I'm doing it this time, so it's not gonna have any cool sound effects like he does. This is fun, drawing robots. I should do this more often. You guys gonna get a PS4? I don't know one person who pre-ordered an Xbox One, so it seems like Microsoft is in some trouble. Doing some deep shit. You heard Ashley Birch. Internal. I'm drawing a robot fighting a nasty beast creature. He's like trying to cut through it or something. I'm gonna see what I can do to maybe he's going through his head or something. Oh man, now I gotta edit this. I'm trying to figure out how to make it look like he's I'm gonna do this on another layer. Either it's gonna look really shitty or cool. So pull that face up. A live double D's, that would be awesome. We've been talking about taking calls on a Skype account, making a double D Skype account and just saying call in, leave voicemails, ask us stupid questions, and we'll answer them. A live one, I would love that. It'll be great, and it'll be so easy to just with no editing. We would just throw that shit on there. It'll be great. I'm down for it. We'll see if D feels the same way. Where do I want the sword? Yeah, I want it like right here. Wait, right here. You've given up on consoles, Batari? I don't blame you. But you're going to miss out on some things like Metal Gear 5 and Metal Gear 5. I just blew snot out my nose. Metal Gear 5 and something else. Alex, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, man. That's a good compliment. I describe my drawings? I don't think I do that. Do I? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, son. I'm gonna get catfished when I meet D. He's gonna be a sexy woman. I'm gonna end up having sex with him. You guys, I don't know how to tell you this. D's actually a woman. I don't know what I would do. That would be strange. What could you do? Yeah, I'd be really upset if I got catfished. I'd be like, what the fuck, man? You fucking told me. Man, fuck, dude. I don't give a shit, man. I don't care anymore. I love that show. I love Catfish. Just watched an episode where some gay dudes were lying to each other, crying. It's pretty funny. Sad. Pogo, you got a 360 for the first time last month? God damn. I'm draw like a centipede head. I don't know what a centipede head looks like. Centipede face. Ew. I just googled centipede face. Alright, looks alright. I can draw that. Tentacles coming out. Dude, they try and explain where the kaijus came from. Does it even matter? Oh, Alex, you meant my god drawing? Cool. That was a really hard drawing to do. What's the division? The division. And Telescope. I didn't listen to Hive yet. What's that's a band? Let me do a. I gotta start doing a word pad whenever you guys recommend stuff for me. Ugly ass creature. Ooh. Stabbing proboscis thing. Ugh. Draw some blood. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Oh, I listened to like 30 seconds of the new Earl song, but I was at work and it's not really work safe, and I should have known. I mean, the video wasn't work safe. That's what I was watching. Avematic, I'm gonna let you down and say that I haven't watched Attack on Titan since episode 5, when somebody is in, somebody ends up in something's mouth. That's all I'm gonna say. I haven't watched since that, so. I'm way behind. Sucks, man. Is it still good? I remember it being pretty awesome. Awesome. Pretty cool. Jay-Z looked at you on Sunday? Were you in the front row? He was like, "Hey boy, hey, come here. What's your name?" Okay. Okay. Come see me after the show. How was the show? Was it good? Was it everything you imagined? Did he sing Picasso Baby for 10 hours? over and over again. Picasso baby. Did he sing Girls, Girls, Girls? That song's awesome. We're big pimpin'. Pimpin' big. That helmet looks a little better, sort of. That looks like he's smiling. I don't want that. Cyber Ninja from Metal Gear was awesome. This robot's reminding me of him. And Raiden, even though I sort of hated playing him throughout Sons of Liberty, he grew on me eventually. Alex, you can request whatever the hell you want. I'm just sketching, man. How could he see you from the 6th row? I call bullshit. He didn't see you. You're making that shit up. How do they have a new intro song and it's only been like, what, 13 episodes? It's not even the 2nd season. I don't like the, I'm not big on the first intro song, by the way. It's not too great. Iggy Azalea was there? Dog, how'd she look? What was she wearing? Tell me everything. I want every detail. Spare nothing. In my perspective, of otherworldly beings. So what I think otherworldly beings would look like, or what? You have a lot of perspectives in your comment. I'm trying to decipher it a little bit. All right, so I'm drawing aliens, right? Okay. Quest, A$AP Rocky, A Tribe Called Quest, Nas, and A$AP. 2 Chainz, I'd skip that shit. I don't want to listen to that. Just listen to that asshole. Loser. The thing is, Alex, I firmly believe that if an alien made contact with us, it would be some crazy shit, like... I mean crazy shit. Like, it would be... They would be gas giants or something, or they would come in ships made out of water, and they're basically sentient nitrogen molecules or something, and we can't even begin to figure out how to communicate with them. I feel like it would be they would come down here and just they'd lay around us, like it would just be like a puddle of like green fluid that would hurt or something. And that would be their form of communication, but we would just be like, what the fuck? There's no way for us to even begin to communicate with you. I think that's how crazy aliens would be if they came into contact with us. Yeah, no problem, Vinny. guys are on Alien. Okay, let me Alien. I'm gonna make him humanoid, because that's the easy thing to do. I can't draw a puddle of water and say that that's it. You guys like Mass Effect? Massive Effect. By the way, if you guys are interested in science shit, Mary Bates, a good friend of the show, she's been on a few episodes. She's writing for National Geographic now on a blog, and I'm gonna put that in. Oh fuck! Just go on my Twitter. You can find her on there. Or follow MEB Writer on Twitter. And she wrote a really interesting article on a bunch of scientists made these fake robotic bullfrogs that would they basically blow out their little gills or whatever the hell you call those, and females would come up to them and they would just be totally fooled by it. It's a lot more interesting than how I described it, but yeah. Go check it out anyway. Whatever. Avimatic, I think we would let them touch down. You think we just shoot them out of the air if they were friendly? Joey Badass was there? God damn, dude. Justin Timberlake too? What the fuck, man? I wanna go. I wanna see those guys. Aliens are probably already here and are as interested in us as we are interested in bacteria that grow in ant stomachs. Vinny, that would, I could see that. This guy looks like a weird sort of rhino creature. I don't know what the hell. Looks like it has like a hard shell on its face. Maybe. Weird. Very weird. What do you mean I missed Tribe Called Quest? You talking to Damien? Why is he wearing armor? Let me just make it regular. A little penis. Let me be serious here. Talking to Matthew Keene has made me want to do more studies of animals and learn more anatomy. You can never learn enough anatomy. It's really annoying, but you'll come to find that people who are really good at drawing, they never stop learning. You never stop trying to figure things out. I guess it's his eyeball. You can never be too good at knowing anatomy and all that stuff. It's really kind of frustrating, but yeah, this is a weird sort of creature. Let me give him like one of those little blow up things. Ugh. Damien says, the thing I find stupid about these so-called aliens, you telling me you have the technology to come across the galaxy, but you're just going to crash into some hillbilly town. Yeah, that's horseshit. Everyone knows that's bullshit. You know that they would send one guy to New York, one guy to Tokyo, one guy to Paris, London, every big city. They would have one guy there so that no one could ever say that they didn't see it. They have just millions of people taking photos and video on YouTube, and they would sit there in the sky for 2 days, and then they would start talking, and people would be like, okay, wow, this is irrefutable evidence. They'd have one guy in DC, one city near you, they'd have a guy there. And yeah, it would be over with at that point. You'd have to agree and submit once they start cooking us. Avematic, yeah, I know that's the sentiment that, same sentiment that Stephen Hawking has, and is it plural Hawkings or Hawking? I don't like being wrong. All right, yeah, I was right the first time. Stephen Hawking says that, and he's smarter than me, so I probably am gonna believe him. Alex, with the philosophical questions, what do I think will happen after we all die? Honestly, nothing. Jack shit. I mean, obviously I don't have evidence for this, but I think that in the grand scheme of things, you might be as important to the universe as a worm is, or an ant, or a microbe. And I think that would lead me to believe that you die and it just your consciousness just like fades out of existence, and it's probably a sleep that's deeper than sleep, and as far as, is that even possible? It's just, I think it'll be like you sleeping. It's like you not existing. I imagine death to be like what it was like before you were born. Obviously, you don't remember it. It's nothing. And how strange is that, really? You get that one first memory, and it's just like, I imagine it's like you walk into this bare house that has nothing in it, and there's this giant engine in the basement, though, and there's nothing in the house, no furniture, jack shit. You just walk into the basement, and then you just turn the engine on, and it just starts pumping and running. And I feel like that's sort of like when your memories start, and then you just start populating your house, which is, I sort of consider that your mind. You just populate it with stuff until, you know, the engine stops running when you're 80. Yeah. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Now that we're on the topic. Telescope, how can you say that they would have already landed and made peace with us? I don't think, I don't know. I'm asking how you're so sure, or why you're so sure about that. I want to see Jay-Z. I want to see Iggy Azalea too. Pretty attractive lady. I don't know if any of you guys listen to Bill Burr, his podcast. It's great, but anytime he says "lady," he just goes "lady." It's fucking stupid, but it's hilarious when he does it. This is pretty gross. I wanted to give him one of those bullfrog things, but I just don't know how they work. What do they call them? Bullfrog horn? Like, is it a bubble? Like, what do they call? What do you call the thing on a bullfrog in the neck that he just blows out? Alex, don't apologize for your questions. They're pretty good. They're thought-provoking. And don't apologize for anything, either, unless you're offending somebody. I don't give a shit. Vinny says, our consciousness blips out of existence many times every night while we sleep. It's a similar experience when you wake up and you feel groggy. Your conscious mind reforms, sort of. If you guys want to learn more about consciousness, Daniel Dennett, philosopher, does a lot of research on that sort of stuff. I think that's how you spell his name. He is a much smarter man than me, and I honestly have trouble grasping a lot of the stuff he talks about. Alright, that's a little better. Even though it still looks creepy. He looks like a friendly old wizard, you know. Wizard cap. Yeah, I want to see Iggy and I want to hear Jay-Z. I want throat sack. Let me look that up. I want to see Iggy Azalea with Jay-Z's voice. Throat sack. Oh, awesome. I saw this monkey. You guys check this out. How do I zoom in on this? This is gross. It's called a siamang, the largest of the gibbons, sometimes referred to as the lesser apes. The siamang is known for its graceful movements through the trees and impressive emotive calls. The siamang, which often reaches double the size of other gibbon species, has shaggy black fur, apart from a gray area around the chin and mouth. Infant siamangs lack any gray areas and are entirely black, like me. Male and female siamangs are similar in appearance. However, there is a slight difference between those occurring in Malaysia and Sumatra. Within the Sumatran, what? I want to read more. Sumatran what? Siamang being slightly larger than the Malaysian siamang. Like all gibbons, the siamang swings through the forest using its long arms, which are considerably longer than its legs, in a mode of locomotion known as brachiation. What is that? Brachiation, or arm swinging, is a form of arboreal locomotion in which primates swing from tree limb to tree limb using only their arms. During brachiation, the body is alternatively supported under each forelimb. This form of locomotion is primary means of locomotion for the small gibbons and siamangs of Southeast Asia. That is awesome. So their legs must be really weak. Arm swinging. The scientific name of the siamang, symphalangus, comes from the Greek words sim, meaning together, and phalanx, meaning finger, and refers to the fusion of the second and third toes, which are joined by skin. These webbed digits distinguish the siamang from most other species of gibbon, as does its longer and less dense fur, and the presence of a throat sac on both the male and female. The large naked throat sac of the siamang functions as a resonance body for its penetratingly loud, deep, and expressive chorus. Wow, this is cool. We learned a new word today. Yeah, it has some strong-ass arms, the siamang. Look at these two about to kiss each other. They're going to the Jay-Z concert to go look at Iggy Azalea. Suriname toad is disgusting. Don't look it up. Ugh. How does it... Ugh, it's so gross, man. Why? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll show you guys a nasty image. Anyway. Wait, how do I do this? Oh my god. This is so gross. The Suriname toad basically carries its young, like, embedded in its back. And they just crawl out of it. Disgusting. Alright, that's just enough of that. Pogo, I can see aliens thinking of us as an infestation. I can also see this planet, Earth, if it had, like, theoretically, if the Earth had consciousness and we could consider it a living being, what if we were just a parasite? And what if we, like, we fuck up the temperature and, like, what if it just considers us, like, a cultivator of the planet? And it's like, okay, you guys are done now. Let me just put out a couple volcanoes. And that's, like, the equivalent of, like, us sweating. And the Earth just, like, destroys us, and it's like, okay, alright, I feel good now. Don't our memories remake themselves every time we think them? So that's it. I don't even know. You gotta ask a smarter dude. Martin Oliveira, what's up, man? Alex asked, why do I think dreams occur? Once again, I'm no scientist, but in my opinion, I think dreams are brain shit. I think your dreams are just your brain's way of just... There's so much material going on during the day that it's just a bunch of janitors being lazy, projecting things, just hanging around. They're bored. I don't know. Yeah, they're smarter men than me have tried to figure that out. Mr. Avematic, the most obvious, like, comment. I want to fuck Iggy after a Jay-Z concert. Yeah, dude. You and everybody else. You and Jay-Z too. He probably did it. I wouldn't be surprised. He's like, hey girl, you gotta fuck me if you want to be in this concert. Naked throat sack. Throat sack. Oh, Rihanna came out? What was she wearing, dude? Could you see her ass really good? Let me get some lotion out. Hold on. Rihanna? I've never seen Rihanna in person. I don't know why he would have a horn in his chest. Let me not do that. You should probably have a nose too. Noses are important to smell. Ain't that some shit? I hope you vomited your porridge and it ruined your day. Poop kisser. I will draw you. I'll draw a little portrait of you in like 10 seconds, but you need to change your username. Shit's gross. All right, poop kisser. Based on a few images from your YouTube page, I'll do this like I do in chat roulette. By the way, I've tried to go on chat roulette recently. Shitty. Real shitty. Bunch of dudes who look the same. Girls always come in pairs. So if you wanna draw a pretty girl, you're gonna have to deal with her stupid friend who gets jealous, or they just but the worst problem is that a lot of people are just kind of rude about it. Like, just draw me. They tell you to draw them, and then they wait like 30 seconds, and your drawings can't get done in 30 seconds, and then they're done. They leave without saying anything. Shit drives me nuts. Hate it. Oh God. What am I doing? Alright, Poop Kisser, don't say I never did anything for you. Oh God, this looks bad. I'm sorry. Alright, let me do a cartoonier one. Alright. Make you look like Gretchen from Recess or whatever her name was. The girl with the glasses who was smart. What are you, 12 years old? What are you doing on this channel? Fucking tell your parents. This isn't good. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have figured out already. None of my stuff is work safe. Unless you work at a weird place. There you go, beautiful portrait. Look at that. Look at that shit. Nice. Oops. Alright, Poop Kisser, there you go. Alright. Almost 14, Jesus Christ. Yeah, a lot of people are masturbating on chat roulette. There's a shit ton of them. The thing I said about Earth seems like a perception of what God could be. I suppose, yeah. You could think that. Alex, if you have you seem like you definitely benefit from listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. Listen to Ari Shafir's Skeptic Tank. Yeah. You would like that. You'll be welcome there. I've been wondering that lately. God damn, if I have kids, I feel like I won't let them on the internet until they're... Oh, jeez, I don't know. But you can't make them not go on the internet because they have to go on the internet at school. I first got the internet when I was in the 6th grade, which I suspect is the grade that Poop Kisser is in. But she was born... She was born with the internet existing, as I suppose a lot of you were. With the exception of like Uncle Vinny, I don't think anyone else here has a really good memory of what the internet was like, what living as an adult was like outside without the internet. But then again, I mean, the internet wasn't that useful until I guess maybe until I was in middle school. Like Google Maps or any of that shit wasn't out. Bunch of shitty GeoCities pages. Internet wasn't like it is today, let me tell you. Porn sites weren't even streaming. You had to go download 30-second MPEGs, try and rub one out, and then you had to play the 30-second clip all over again. It's difficult. What am I, Christopher Walken? You had to play the clip again if you wanted to watch a movie, and draw a giant dick on his head. Well, that's kind of cool, actually. Like an anglerfish. Maybe I should give him like some horns, like a moose horn, moose face. This guy kind of looks almost too human. Maybe he's a slug. Ugh. All I know is that he's swole. This guy's swole. He does a lot of reps in the gym. Poop kisser, you're in 6th grade. And yeah, whatever. I'm done. I'm done talking to you about your age. Vinny, I imagine that was crazy, man. Fucking nut. The free flow of information, the accessibility of information. I was sitting there reading about those goddamn gibbons, and then I'm like, what is brachiation? I look it up in 3 seconds, and I have that information downloaded into my brain. Instantly, I know what brachiation is, and now I'm thinking about arm swinging. And later on today, I'll probably be thinking about tree mobility and how else can you move through the forest, and what other strange scientific terms for movement are there. And I can look this up anytime I want. I don't have to go to a stupid encyclopedia. It's great, man. I love it. I like living right now. But I suspect that it's even awesomer, more awesome to live like 50 or 100 years from now. I bet it's just, I can just think to myself, what is it called when you move through the trees with just your arms? And then this little Siri is going to be in my brain just being like, oh, do you mean this? And I'll be like, yeah, thanks, Siri. Everybody, Poop Kisser was born in 99. Think about that. Fucking crazy. I sound like a very old, sad man. Yeah, Pogo. Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah, you go to www.pepsi.com, and they would have a few little things floating around, little GIFs, animated baby or something. Yeah. But when GeoCities came out, that's when shit went nuts. You remember that? GeoCities, you could make your little web page with your Goku images and your little you could customize the HTML to have a little MIDIs playing in the background. Mr. Avematic, for the kids video, thanks for liking it. I wrote it. I spent about 15-20 minutes writing and revising it, trying to really get just to make a really like cohesive, like airtight statement on how I feel about having kids. And then I didn't do any rehearsing. I read it one way through. Yeah, I can't imagine the world without the internet either. It would suck, man. So many things you take for granted. Like for instance, I'm checking my phone messages right now. Messages on my phone. Yes, Damien tweeted me a picture of Rihanna, what she was wearing. Awesome. Beautiful. AOL homepages, yeah. Web crawler, Alta Vista, Lycos, GeoCities, Tripod, and Angel Fire. Oh god, yeah, man, Angel Fire. People's role-playing pages. Um. Ah, shit. I was gonna say something. Yeah, the Space Jam website is awesome, dude. Yeah, that's how a professional site looked. Uh. All right, let me try spacejam.com and hopefully porn doesn't come up. No, dude, I want to see the old Space Jam, dog. Yeah, where is it? All right, the website is. Yeah, all right, whatever. Let me put this into the show notes. This is beautiful. The lineup. Alright, so there's these lockers and you can click them. Cast bios. Oh my god. Yellow on red. This is shitty. Let's click Planet B-Ball. Let's see what's there. Jesus Christ. If you like basketball and you like to jam, go no further. Space Jam isn't just about Michael Jordan meeting the Looney Tunes. It's about a slammin', jammin' game to keep the Looney Tunes out of a failed intergalactic theme park. Rounding out the cast are some of the biggest stars of the NBA, making their feature film debuts. Let's click Games. Oh, I gotta update my Shockwave plugin? Let me not do that, and hopefully it doesn't crash my, Is this a Kendrick Lamar article? What is this? Alright, let me stop. I don't know what the 300 bowed BBS days are. I mean, I've been to BBS boards and stuff. I've been to some really, I actually still go to IRC chat rooms, so I don't know. They still have some sort of appeal for some reason. I used to go to Yahoo chat rooms a lot. A lot of debauchery going on in there. Kids grow up faster now, though. I mean, they're exposed to so much like sexual, like the nastiest shit, man. It's all there for them instantly. Let me finish this creature. I just spat on my monitor on accident. Big arm. Scrolling marquee text. Oh shit, I was supposed to end 2 minutes ago. I'll just hang around for a bit. I'm not doing shit anyway. Autoplay midis, yeah. Ugh. Avematic, I think that's always been happening. I just think we're more privy to it now. We have a I think just maybe we know about it more now because people are just internet era, you know. But maybe you're right, and it is getting worse. But you would think with you know, more birth control being around that it would. I don't know. I wonder if you guys can hear my system audio. How would I get you guys to hear my system audio? Fuck, I don't even know. How would I? How would I do that? Yeah, they don't make this easy at all. Hmm. Did you guys hear any dings just now? Vinny, that is insane. Do you work in IT now? You sound like a techie. Yeah, and Damien, I'm also curious. What did you do for fun as a teen? Did you play D&D or something? I thought that's a bad thing. I don't care. What? 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 I'm gonna try something else, and hopefully it doesn't crash everything. Full screen. What the fuck was that? Didn't even work. Didn't even do nothing. Testing audio. Can you guys hear? Okay, it sounds like you can hear. Alright, your sound's still there. Let me know if you hear that pinging. I just want to know if I can play some music. Let's just run with it, see what happens. Hopefully YouTube doesn't kill me for this. Music shot. What kind of music do I have? What do I got here? I think this song is good. Let me see if this works. You guys hearing any music for this? Yeah, I don't think that worked at all. Alright, let's see if this does it. Oh, it does work. That's pretty awesome. Cool. Alright. What else I could play? Wait, Avematic, you heard the dinging or the song? Or the music? Damien says, you know your video, the last one I posted about having kids and about being an adult, blah, blah, yeah. When does anyone feel like an adult? I'm 20, and when I woke up this morning, you watched Phineas and Ferb. I mean, I don't know if you moved out yet, but I think moving out is, and like separating yourself from your parents or guardians, you're really gonna, and like when you start supporting yourself for a few months or up to a year, you're gonna start feeling very different. And when you go back to talk to them, you're gonna sort of see them as peers, and it's gonna be very strange. I think that's when I started seeing myself as an adult. Like I had to start taking care of her. It's like that's like my duty now. It's very weird, you know. I don't know if you ever feel like I guess you do feel like an adult when you start having enough responsibilities or something. Dude, D&D is so fucking fun. It's great. If you have a good group too, that's important to be with people who aren't really crazy. Oh yeah, that music was from There Will Be Blood. Let me play something else. Let me see what else I got. What do I got? What do I got here for you guys? For you guys. I don't know if any of you are Pink Floyd fans, but there's this awesome cover. Let's see if this works. Can you hear me while this music is playing? Alright, I'm gonna dip after this song. This is Shine On You Crazy Diamond, by the way.
Remember when you were young, you shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Now there's a look in your eyes, like black holes in the sky. You
that song. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, you're an adult. You're an adult now. Congrats. Damien, you're ridiculous buying those expensive ass shoes. Telescope, I go to the needle drop all the time, man. You guys, I'm gonna have to head out. Thanks a lot for watching, as usual. I really appreciate it. As usual, add me on Facebook, Twitter, all that shit. There'll be another video this Friday. I'm gonna try and do the next live draw maybe next Friday. It'll be maybe Thursday night. We'll see. I'll keep you abreast of the situation. Yeah, that was a great cover, wasn't it? I'll play some Moby next time. Alright, you guys, take it easy. Thanks a lot for watching again. You can talk to me on Twitter. I'll be around for a few more hours tonight. Take it easy.